Guys, it's Tay from TAYSGREENLIFE Podcast. I am here with, who am I here with?
You're here with Tino Rizzo.
Okay, Tino, what do you do for the scene? What's got you on the podcast?
Basically, I am in a band called Morvane. I just released a couple songs. I just released Tides today. That's on all platforms right now. So
That's cool. That's cool. You also had a past project or a past band recently that
yeah,
also did some cool stuff too.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
how?
Coppermine.
Yes, yes. You guys, I guess, played the was it the Road to Warp Tour? One of the events. Is that
Yeah,
correct? Yeah, that's pretty
yeah. It was
cool.
a cool experience.
Yeah. How was that? Let's hear from a local.
Honestly, it was honestly really cool. We got to meet a lot of cool people, a lot of people that, from our scene that we haven't really talked to before, and we got to mingle, make some friends and overall hang out and have a great time. Uh, it was definitely one of those things where it's like, if we got picked to do this again next year, we would like not no hesitation, we would say yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because I actually went to the DC Warped Tour itself. And there was a lot there's a space for local bands too. They're not just the big bands, there's like a separate little thing, and even some big bands actually performed on the little side stage. It was very tiny. But
Oh,
it
crap.
was like it was like an unplugged type of thing. But I think bringing more local bands back into work and doing the thing again, like as they did back when we were kids, I think that's cool. We need to
Yeah,
do that
definitely.
again. Though it is 2 days comparably to like one day. Um,
Hmm.
so you can stay somewhere for 2 days and then go to Warp Tour for 2 days, and that's cool.
Yeah.
And then also seeing you guys doing the local stuff and seeing how much people, watched it, clicked it, shared it, and viewed it. That's pretty cool, especially with some of your older songs and your new ones.
Yeah.
It's-
It was just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, like even with Coppermine, like the first moment, starting with them, that was my first band ever being on stage. And like, I always had the same feeling every time jumping on stage. Like I feel a little nervous, get the little shakes, little jitters. And then like after you play like the first couple lines and then it's all smooth sailing from there. It's like your nerves like just go away. It's like you're in a different world. And like being able to do that and being able to see people, you know rock out and like mosh to our songs and stuff like that, I feel very grateful. It's a really great feeling.
That's good. That's good. That is cool. It's seeing like not just like seeing the local bands, it's also seeing other bands from different states too and
Hmm.
combining something is really cool because you meet different people from all over.
Yeah,
Especially touring, and that's something that a lot of bands don't take into account, that that's something that they're going to have to do if they get big. They have to be around a lot of people. They have to be on a big stage. They have to actually perform. Like, I mean, it's a job basically. Like, you have to
yeah.
be nice to people, even if you're like nervous or upset. You still kind of have to act right. Like, you can't
No,
be
absolutely.
a piece of shit. Yeah, I can't be
No.
that. um, but we're not going to dive into that.
No.
We're going to talk about your new project. How long have
Okay.
you been doing your new project?
Honestly, I started making the songs early last March, and at first it was just like, like I was just gonna do it for myself, only for myself to hear. And then as each song that I did, I got a little more and more better at, and I'm like, what if I don't have to just like keep this to myself? Like, I don't have to gatekeep this. Like, I guarantee like people are gonna like it and stuff like that. And once I got to a certain point, which was in December, I had the first song ready, and my girlfriend Marie's like, "Why don't you just drop it? Just drop the song. She's like, just drop it on New Year's. Like, people are gonna go crazy." And like, that's honestly what happened. And like, I just could, like I said
Yes.
before, it's like it's a crazy how you know you have so many people follow you and like support you, and like this is the first time I've ever dealt with that before. So it's a great feeling. Like I never get annoyed or I never get bored of it. It's always like I'm always truly grateful and I'm always trying to like, you know, be that type of person that replies to comments and make sure that people like I'm engaging with people because I feel like that's important. Making the fans know that like, hey, like I see what you're saying and I'm just replying and making sure that you know that you're being heard.
Yes. Cause like it isn't just, you're making music, you're putting your art out there. You're also being insecure because you're like, what if someone doesn't like this? What if, I
Yeah,
put all this time and effort in it and they don't like it? And it's that fear overcoming it. Like I
that's
started, yeah, that's especially when you're jumping on stage for the first time. That's important.
And that's what honestly, that's how I felt last night because, you know, I was like, this like with Tides, it was like this is the first song I ever like posted. Like no one had ever heard me sing before. I never, like ever
Yeah.
tried to sing on stage with like my last band. And it's like I was really nervous of posting it, and I just did it, and I was just like, whoever likes it likes, whoever doesn't, it is what it is. But this is what I like, and if people resonate with it and people like it, then that makes me happy. And that's all that matters at the end is if someone could resonate with it and like be like, oh, I've been through this before, or like, like, oh, I understand that emotion. Like people could like help cope with things. Like Tides is about mental health and struggling with your mental health and trying to, you're like someone, you're always looking for someone like to reach out to and like ask for help. And, we shouldn't be afraid to ask for help when we're down in that point. So that's what basically the song's about. Just like reaching out for help, not being afraid anymore to ask for help and just trying to like get out of your depression.
Do you think it's a lot harder doing everything on your own comparably to having other people in a band?
I think yes and no. Yes, because like you with with Coppermine, it was always like it was a four-way decision. If someone wanted to decide on a certain thing and if it was voted no, then we wouldn't do it. So like, me being able to, control everything in the project, it is very nice, but at the same time, it is also good to hear an outside perspective or also like hear different opinions about like what you're doing and how you should approach certain things. So like, yeah, I guess it's like it doesn't like outweigh one or the other. It's like kind of like balance each other out.
Yeah, because I don't really have a team either. I don't. I like to work with people, but at the same time, I like to do my own thing.
Yeah,
And like sometimes it's because, like you said, you don't let people listen to your stuff before you post it. I don't let people listen to my interviews before I post it either. So
right.
like sometimes I'm very hard on myself when I edit because I'm like, I hate this. I don't want this. I don't want to post this. I
Hmm.
don't want to do this. And then like a week later, I'm like, fuck, I have to post it. So I'll sit there and listen to it, and I'm like, I wish I had someone to edit and correct things and be like, yeah, I didn't really. I think this sentence shouldn't be here. Um,
Right.
yeah, I'm very biased. I try to hurry and get through my interview because I just can't. I can't do it. I'm very I critique the fuck out of myself. So yeah, having
So
an
do
outside
I.
yeah, and having an outside perspective is nice too. Do you like do you go to a production company or anything like that, or is it just straight you make
This
it
is
on
all
your
me.
computer? Okay.
Yeah, this is all me. Like, I got a new computer last year, like I said before, like around last March when I started making this, and like my first goal was to not even have a side project. I wanted to learn how to record and mix and master and like just start my own production company because I love, sitting through the process. Like I've had people like my friend Dale from All in Blood. He would record with me sometimes before any of us were in bands, and like both of us would be taking take after take after take, and he'd be like, "Dude, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't mean to be this long." I was like, "Dude, I love doing this." So it's like, I don't care how long it takes. Like, we're gonna make music and we're gonna try our best to make it sound the way we sound, the way we want it to sound. So, like, I just love doing it. Like, I never have I never have a hard time with it. I never like feel agitated or aggravated. Like with Coppermine, we went into JL Studios, which is a studio close to us, maybe like 20 minutes away from me, and seeing how he did it and how he
Yeah.
recorded it and on his screen, it was like, oh man, like there were certain similarities and certain differences that
Yes.
I was doing. And I was like, oh man, that's cool. Like I could like learn what he's doing and then like take it to like, you know, do it to my production and see if it works or not.
And like you can literally just download a system onto your PC and put a mic up and do it yourself.
Yeah.
And it's so easy. And a lot of people, there's not a lot of people that do production, but the people that do production, it's an arm and a leg. It's a
Hmm.
whole like 2 months worth of, pay to pay them. And now learning how to do it yourself, you're kind of like minimizing like the struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
Teaching yourself how to do it is so rewarding. Like learning how to edit was like, I was like, oh, this is really fucking easy.
Yeah. There'd be certain things I'd be stuck on, and then like I'll be like, I'll cave in and be like, all right, I'll just look up how to do it on YouTube as a tutorial just so I know. And then it's like, it was really that simple. Like, why didn't I not think of that?
Or I watch because like the site I use has like a ton of tutorials. So like if I'm stuck doing something where I'm like, I can literally type in the search bar and like unfortunately I hate AI, but AI does some cool things.
Yeah.
It does help you find some things that you might not be able to figure out. But you shouldn't use AI to completely write your music at all.
No.
I think you should use it as like a tool, but not like the full fucking thing.
No, absolutely. And like I've been seeing these things online where these bands that will post music online and they're AI and they're completely ripping off these other bands. And
Yes.
it's just like, yeah, understand like if you use it to help, but like you shouldn't be using it 100% completely. And especially ripping off people that what are you doing? Like that is just ridiculous. Like,
What was it? Throne and Knock Loose and I don't know. It was a few of them. Wasn't it?
yeah,
Someone like paid like somebody $10 or $100 to like find out who's doing it, and they got them removed. And like, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, get them removed. And then Bandcamp being like, we don't want AI music. I think
like
that
I
was a good move.
I think like if you're gonna do AI, I think it should be like, what was I gonna say? There was a meme like a while ago where it was like Plankton singing, it was like singing like a metalcore song, and it's like, okay, like I could fuck with that 'cause that's funny.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't
Yes.
expect that, but like I don't know, ripping off people and then like all that other shit. No, no, there's no reason for it.
Especially when those were getting higher streams than the
Exactly.
actual songs, and I was like, that's fucked. That's really
It's
fucked.
it's like literally someone like pressing a button on their keyboard takes them 5 minutes, where an actual musician slash band has put hours into making that, and it's like, well, that was a big slap in the face. What the hell?
And the fact that because I do not personally use Spotify. I do not go on there and listen to music at all, unless like it's a band that like I'm trying to follow, listen to what their stuff is. But I personally do not use Spotify. I think it
Okay.
is not good for bands at all. I mean, it used to be, you know, but if you're not like making as much as like these big, stars and stuff, you're not making as much. And then the fact that Spotify isn't cracking down on the AI users and they're not working to try to, help artists is why I do not like Spotify. But I I am on Spotify. My podcast. Well, it's just the distribution. I think is that's what it's called. I don't know.
Hmm.
Because they posted on like Amazon and Apple and like all this stuff. So it's just a company that takes my audio and just posts it on all streaming stuff. And Spotify just happens to be, one of the ones. But like I personally use like Pandora still or YouTube because like I'm a fucking
Yeah,
old person over here. But Pandora does the same thing as Spotify does. There is local
it's
music
true.
on there. It's same thing with other streaming services, like especially YouTube. Like you could pay the same amount as you would on Spotify and get the same quality on YouTube.
Yeah. I forget.
Uh,
Someone else told me that too.
Literally, there's other like I mean, I hate TikTok too. But you gotta use it. Like it's there, it's a tool, especially with AI. But
Yeah.
you also need to know that AI shouldn't be the only fucking thing. Like the so I live in Richmond area. In Chesterfield, Virginia, they're building a data center. So that's gonna be something seeing how that goes because it's one of the AI ones. Um, and from what I hear, the data centers take a lot of liquid and water and they don't replace it. Like it's not like recycled through and it's fucking weird. It's something like
Damn.
I really need to start looking into a little bit more. Um, but yeah, apparently these like data centers, they use a lot of water and they're not bringing it back.
Oh
So it's
wow.
just gone. So like most water that we drink and other water companies, it's water's definitely going to come back. It's recycled, especially like the sewer centers, the showers and stuff like that. But these data centers are taking the water and not like processing, they're just it's gone. So like it's starting to be more than the water bottle companies.
Damn.
That's what they're estimating that's about to start. And I'm like, and Amazon. There's an Amazon factory literally 5 minutes from my house. So yeah, there's a lot of big fucking like facilities and a bunch of bullshit starting over here, and like it's kind of annoying, especially with this new venue. Not really a venue, but it's like a concert area just opened up, and it's not good for the city. Even though it brings money to the city, the parking, the people, like the crime rates, like even like people aren't even buying tickets, they're just sitting outside the gates and watching it because there's a big hill and it goes down and you can actually watch the show from
Huh.
yeah, so like people are doing that, putting chairs up instead of buying tickets to the venue. um yeah, and I was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
uh but there isn't a lot of local community as much as there used to be here. There's probably like maybe 3 or 4 places local bands will play now. And then we also have the Canal Club, which is where a lot of the big bands come to with the local shows. Um,
Yeah.
but now we're getting a data center, so I'm just like, the fuck. Uh,
What the fuck?
so yeah, There's a lot going on in Richmond. So where are you located?
I'm from a town called Deary. It's in Pennsylvania. Um, I've been here my whole life. Grew up, raised here. I left a little bit and then came back,
Hmm.
and I don't think I'm ever gonna leave. I love being here. Such a like a small, quiet town. Nothing really happens here.
It's kind of lame.
Nothing really bad happens here. Let's
Yeah.
just put it that way.
But you guys do see, I think the scene is starting to blow up a little bit in Pennsylvania and like
Yeah.
your Ohio and stuff like that. How would you say your scene is? Like in your own opinion?
Um, the scene, I would say, I don't know. It's kind of like I would have to say the scene is overall good, but there's like little bits and pieces in it that like is kind of weird. But I mean, overall, like I've met so many great people from the scene. Like, you know, all the guys from All in Blood, all the guys from Traverse, all the guys from No Takebacks, like those guys, they're great. And, it's just that, sometimes you do meet people that are either ignorant or either try to, not just bring you down necessarily, but, try to like be like a Debbie Downer with a lot of things. And you just gotta like learn how to stay away from those type of people and just stay true to yourself and, just don't let anyone get into your head. Don't let anyone make you like yourself like second guess anything. There's a lot of people like that, but like I said, you just try to stay away from them and steer away from them, and it's overall good, overall okay.
Good, 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 good. I do know that I guess Marie, I tried to get her on here, but she just wouldn't. So she just would not.
I know.
But she says that she's kind of helped out a little bit too. How does her influence and like what is she to you? Like how does she help you? Because I know you guys are also dating. Sorry,
But yeah,
airing out the laundry here.
that's
But I
okay.
heard she's also been a big help to you as well.
She has been like,
It's-
she did help me not record, but she did help me write um some of one of the Coppermine songs that we have. Um, it's called "You Gotta Do Now Die." She listens to my solo project with me because she'll be in the room with me. She'll hear me like listen to it like 800 times a day. Even if it's just like one specific part, like I'll have like my volume on blasting, and then she'll probably like be in the bed, and then it's like she'll probably just hear a muffled version of it, and like she'll probably be like, why? But sometimes, like, no, not sometimes, but all the time, she will be like, she'll tell me like, I think this sounds good. And she'll be like, or sometimes like, maybe you could do it different this way. And I think you would sound better if you did it this way. And then, like I said earlier, like outside perspective and ideas always help out. So I always take her ideas and opinions into consideration. So whenever she says, "Oh, I think it would sound better this way," or "Do it this way," or say it like this, I will try to, because so far she hasn't steered me wrong. So
I know. I'm trying to get her into her own little thing, her own podcast. I'm like, just do it, dude.
I
Like,
think
even
she
if
should
it's
too.
like a witchiness or even whatever she wants to do, I think it's good. We need more people talking and doing things
Absolutely.
and more positivity. And having that positive influence is really important, like a support system. Like, you can't do good, when you're just by yourself. You have to have those people backing you up. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
you can do it. Yeah, but like being alone is like so much harder when you could have a whole village, you know
Yeah.
um, and a lot of people don't understand that you have to have fans. You have to have those type of people in your life. You can't just make music and, not take them seriously, especially with the band that knocked that photographer's camera out of her hand.
Yeah.
That was fucked. Yeah, fuck that band.
Yeah.
Because photographers are artists just as much. Without
Absolutely.
without promotion, interviewing, photos, any type of that stuff, bands can't make it. You know, and because of him being an asshole, now his band will not make it.
No.
He
It
yeah,
sucks
he
because
couldn't.
one person ruined it for everybody else.
And having that in the scene too, like you have like all these good people, but then you also have that one bad egg, and you're like,
Mm.
I hate it.
Yep.
But it's good to be positive too. Like, we should, get rid of all the bad eggs and just keep being positive and working together and building a community, because that's what this is. Like, we're
Yep.
all struggling.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're all struggling. So it being, having a support system and not being alone, that's great. Fans too.
Hmm.
Um,
Like the scene is supposed to be like a safe space, like
yes.
a haven for everybody. So it's like, if someone's trying to ruin that or trying to like, invade that safe space, you just got to weed them out. You just got to kick them out. You don't need for that negativity.
Mm-mm.
Like in my opinion, the scene is supposed to be full of positivity, full of people like, just supporting one another, because at the end of the day, we're all doing the same thing. We might not be making the same music, but we all
Yes.
have the same end goal. And that is to make music and to entertain people. And I think at the end of the day, if people are just gonna be, ignorant or,
Mhm.
like petty and just try not to support one another, like, then what's the point of doing all this? Like, what's the point of just because like you're gonna play shows together and then be petty with one another? Like, come on, everyone could see that. I think there's everyone can sense the negativity in the room. Like, we don't need that. I think everybody should start being more positive to one another and start supporting one another a lot more. Absolutely, 100%.
Because we need it. We need it. Artists need it. We're all
Mhm.
struggling out here. Like, shit's not getting better. Um,
No.
and the only way we're gonna make it through is by being positive about it and keeping our head up.
Yep.
Um, and that's what music is, an scapegoat, a way
Yes.
to get away from the negativity and stuff like that. So having music, like especially your stuff, even though it might be screamy, it still helps people out. It's not
Yeah.
like Because people be like, oh, I listen to country for this, and I'm like, yeah, I can't stand country.
I can't either. No.
My girlfriend left me. I'm gonna get drunk now. Like, it's not fun to me. Me talking about why my demons affect me every day is something that, like, what I want to listen to, you know.
Yeah.
Relatable stuff. And speaking of tides, you said tides was about mental health. Like, what kind of mental health? Like, things that affected you?
Like, honestly, like, with mental health is just like, just the overall unbearing, like, repeatingly, like, the repeating voice of, like, never feeling good enough, like, always having that little voice in your head being like, oh, you're not this, you're not that, not good enough. And, like, not just that, but, like, everyday struggles, like, I wish things were different. Like, not necessarily like, uh you know everyday wise, but like even the little stuff, like, why am I working at this job where I absolutely fucking hate it? Or like, why am I doing this when I could be doing that and being a lot happier? It's like all those things that are like hitting you at once like waves, and like you just don't know what to do with yourself. Like, you overwhelm yourself, and you like, basically it's like the type of situation when you're pacing back and forth in your own room. It's like, how do I solve all my problems at once? Like, just everything that's hitting you at once, and it overwhelms you, and you just don't know what to do. So you try to reach out for that help, and hoping that someone hears your cry for help, and not necessarily like help you through it, but like be that type of person, be like, hey, I hear you, I understand what you're going through, and I'm here for you no matter what.
I think a lot of people don't, they don't have healthy coping mechanisms and healthy ties to get through things. So, like, you also have the alcohol, you have the weed, you have like the drug
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and a lot of people choose to do that instead of actually like, digging deep and pulling themselves out of it, and going to therapy. Sometimes you have to fucking go to therapy even though you don't want to. Sometimes
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm being crazy or if I'm having negative thoughts or I'm becoming schizophrenic. Like, how do I know this? Like, because your head will tell you things all the time. And like,
Yep.
my head be telling me to just, while I'm driving over a bridge, let me just real quick. And I'm
Yeah.
like, why? Why do I want to do that? But we can't listen to those negative thoughts. Like, yeah, I mean,
No.
being insecure is not gonna go far. Being confident
No.
is gonna take you far. Being likable is gonna take you far. And just not working on yourself and being a piece of shit, no one's gonna want to work with you. No one's going to want anything from you. They're not gonna listen to your music. Like,
No, absolutely.
the same thing with like bands that get canceled and they kick members out. They struggle afterward because there's such a bad reputation, like especially Dance Gavin Dance. They have like so many vocalists.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say that because Dance Gavin Dance was like one of my favorite bands. I
Yes.
mean, I still listen to their music time to time, but like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, like it was one of the main bands I was playing that was on my playlist.
Yes.
I
I
just
love
love
them.
them.
Yeah. But Tillian did some piece of shit things. And
Mm.
yes, we should hold people accountable, but we also should show forgiveness too. Um that band got Johnny Craig. Come on, Johnny Craig.
Yeah.
I love his vocals, but I don't know what he's um
Mm.
yeah, and then the thing with Tillian, and now I mean they're just kind of chilling now. I do like some of their new stuff, but there
Yeah.
have been bands that have switched vocalists, that have switched drummers, that have switched other things, and they're doing really well. Like, I
Yeah.
Prevail right now. Like, they're fucking killing it. Um so like, just because one member was, bad doesn't mean the whole group is bad. If they
No,
take
absolutely not.
the right accountability and do what they're supposed to do, there shouldn't be an issue. And we also
Right.
have to, other people need to start speaking up, like, if you see something, say something, that stupid bullshit shit. Like, if you see someone being a piece of shit, you should be like, hey, you're being a
Like,
piece
what
of
the
shit.
fuck are you doing?
Yeah, because our scene, we're not pieces of shits. Even though we look like them, even though we look like them, we aren't. We're nice people. And you can't have one bad, we got to kick those bad eggs out. And has having that happen, do you think that influenced you to be better and more productive?
I think so. because like, at the end of the day, it's like, yes, a shitty thing really happened, and it puts you into this mindset where like you're running around like a chicken with his head cut off. It's like what do I do? What do I do? Like I don't like I'm just so like you get so overwhelmed, but even though that this happened doesn't mean that like it's the end.
Yeah.
At least for everybody else, it's like, this is not the end. It just makes you, you know, get that confidence, and it gives you that motivation to want to push harder, and it gives you that motivation to want to show people like, hey, like no matter what happens at the end of the day, I'm still going to be here, and I'm always going to always stand on the hill, and always say what I need to say, and stand by what I need to say, and stand by my beliefs, and that's it. Like that's like the main thing at the end of the day.
Literally, and voicing your opinion, and also voicing opinions that might not get along with other people. I believe that not everybody has the same brain, not everybody is going to follow the same wavelengths.
No.
Yeah, had different parents, different upbringings. Like, these are things we should take account, but we should all remain good. We should all be positive. We should all be nice to each other, not wanting to hurt someone just because they don't believe, something that I believe. If they're a piece
Right.
of shit, of course. No, no. Pedophilia, fuck that shit. Um,
Oh,
but yeah, if anything else, like, I think we as adults should be able to have conversations. We should be able to
yeah.
call out and say something and tell someone that we're uncomfortable. We should be able to communicate these things as well. Um,
Hmm. And
and
not feel like you're gonna be attacked.
we shouldn't. And the same thing with music. Like, oh, this music might make a few people angry. Good. Like, you got to think like other people's opinions, but other people's opinions shouldn't motivate you as well.
No, no, because at the end of the day, it's like the only thing that really matters is what you say to yourself. Like, you could always take people's advice and people's opinions, and you could take that in however you want, but at the end of the day, it's it's what you say. That's all that matters. Like if you're gonna stay true to yourself, and if you believe in yourself, then I believe that's what I believe. That's all that matters.
Yes, I agree. And like, overcoming stuff like that, that's going to be a hard struggle. And people also need to remember, like, I'm still a person. I have feelings.
Hmm.
Yeah, I voice all these opinions, but I still like cry when I get yelled at. Like, I like, I'm still a person. I deserve the respect, and I deserve people to listen to my own opinions.
Right.
Like, I'm not making money doing this. I get joy knowing that someone's watching my stuff. Like, to be
Hmm.
honest, like, I have people message me all the time like, "Thank you, keep posting." And that's what motivates me to do better.
No, the
Um
same thing with me. It's like, I'm going on YouTube, and I'm like checking like my views like every 5 minutes, and it's like, oh, it went up, and I'm like, I get so excited because it's like one more person watched it, and it's like, it gives me like a great feeling because it's like, that's all that I care about. Is like someone's watching it. Like I don't care if I make money off this or whatever. It's like I'm making art and music, and all I just want is the people to listen to it, and if they can, you know relate to it, and use it to cope with whatever they're going through, then I feel like then I succeeded in what I wanted to do. 100%.
Literally, and it's not that hard to post art. It's not that hard to overcome the hurdle of wanting your stuff out. Like, yeah, I'm fucking nervous. Oh, the first time I did an interview, I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And I'm shaking and sweating, and like,
Hmm.
and I'm like, I don't want them to know. Like, now I'm like, but I'm not trying to say like, I've overcome the nervous like habits of interviews. Yeah, I have to take like 15 minutes beforehand, going like, I got this, let's do this, and that's normal. But at this point, I should be able to start having better conversations without like having to write them down like I used to. Like, I used to take a ton of notes, and now I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna let them. Let's see where this goes. Um,
Right.
and because a lot of the time there's notes I create and it's not even on something that they want to talk about, and like,
Hmm.
Facebook isn't going to tell me like that. Instagram isn't going to tell me that. Stuff like this
Right.
is going to tell me, you know, like, oh, there's this badass band. Let's hear about them, you know? You're a person. Let's get to know you. And
Right.
stuff like that's important. That's also creating content. That's fucking stupid. But you have to, you know, like how is that person going to know to go to your YouTube channel to check out your
If
song?
exactly. And it's like that's the one thing I had to learn is like content. You have to push content, and it's like I've never done that before,
No.
and it's just like, and this is me like just like right before I even jumped on here, and it was like me trying to think of a way to like create a new reel because like I'm like I already used these videos for it. I want to do something original. I don't want to keep using the same video over and over again. Like it's just like that constant like thinking of content, and it's like it gets very challenging at times because like it challenges you and it pushes you to like maybe sometimes think outside the box or sometimes like just whatever. It's just crazy to me.
And you have to like study other
Mm-hmm.
TikTokers and other content creators. Like you have to establish you know, conversations with those people too. Like just because you post a band, you know, there's other people post a band. You should be friends with them too because they might
Yeah.
know something you don't know. And like the content most alternative girls like me do are not something I'd like to do. I don't want to just put on an alternative song and dance to it. That's not who I want to do. You know, maybe I'll make a video of me going to a show and hopefully someone's like, oh, that's really cool. But most of the time you just hear me screaming in it. So they're not that great. Because I'm also having a great time at the concerts. Like I enjoy
Right.
going to shows. Sometimes I'll post outfits, but at the end of the day, I don't care about stuff like that anymore. Like in the beginning, yeah, I would post outfits, shows, where I was gonna be, who I was with, what band I started listening to. Now I just post maybe the same photo for like a whole month. So whenever the one time I go out, I create like a ton of shit. And then I'll post it, you know, every couple of weeks. I'll reuse things because there is stuff like the professional app that kind of helps you create new reels of old stuff. Um,
Right.
I didn't know a lot of this until recently, till I upgraded into that little fucking category. I
Hmm.
still get, yeah, no, they still tell me I can't like things.
That's weird.
It's I think it's because I have so many friends and that like if I post something and me, I'm constantly liking all the comments. So if I get 50 comments, I'm liking 50 things. So Facebook's like, that's spam. And I'm like, how?
I think something happened to me today because like I went on the band page and I like posted a couple things and I wanted to repost it on my personal, and like I clicked share, and then I'm going on my Facebook page and I'm like I don't see it on there, and then I do it again and I'm like I don't see it on there, and like and I'm not gonna lie, I usually spam whatever, even like when we repost,
Yes.
I'll spam, I'll press the heart like 150 times. She'll be like, "Why'd you do that?" I was like, "Because I wanted to."
Yeah,
So
no, Facebook's
I think I
like,
might got in trouble for spamming.
yeah, they keep restricting me, and I'm like,
God
how
damn
that's
it.
not effective to new people trying to grow their stuff. Like
Hmm.
then because they do limit stuff. They like if you
Yeah.
get a good view amount of views, apparently they drop it to the bottom for some reason. I don't know
That
why they do that. Like that's kind of stupid.
that
Like
is really stupid.
um it's the fucking AI. I don't know. I don't know what how meta works anymore. I have no idea. It's a whole fucking new system that we're not used to, and I guess the algorithm, like you know, like if I'm sitting here thinking about soda, I'm probably gonna get some soda ads on my phone in like
Hmm.
5 seconds. So things like that, like now my fucking newsfeed's gonna be soda, alternative girls, and
Yeah.
and now those ads end up on my TV now. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
what the fuck? It's because I'm hooked into the Wi-Fi. And I'm like, this is stupid. But at the same time, shit like that works, especially when you put like hashtags and shit.
Hmm.
And like you like, oh, metal, like fucking metal mommy, golf girl, witchy bitch, stupid ass fucking shit that you wouldn't even think you could get views through. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this thing shit works, but also meta is like, fuck you.
Hmm.
Yep, no, you're not getting my
Yeah, I just don't understand that because it's like, you get certain views and then it drops. Like that's weird. Like I don't understand that. It's crazy.
I don't know either. I don't know why they want to make it like harder. They want to make it harder so you don't make money. Now, like now that I have like the check mark, I can set it up to where I can start receiving money, but it's still not going to be enough, you know? Like I still have to like unfortunately, I get viewed everywhere else but my YouTube channel. And it annoys me. I'm like, does nobody want to see my face? Um, but I get more views everywhere else but my YouTube. So I've been trying to migrate more people into my YouTube. Like I'm constantly posting leaks. I'm constantly saying share this shit. I'm constantly doing a bunch of shit. And for some reason, it's just not working. And so now,
Right.
yeah, you can create ads like on YouTube. You can like because now you can like post live skippets and stuff and reels and shit on the YouTube channel itself now. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So I started doing that too, hoping that maybe I'll be like posting, you know, my episode comes out and then a bunch of people on YouTube see it too, like just by the ads. And
Yeah.
that's a lot of fucking work too. Creating ads
No,
is annoying, yeah.
like I started using the YouTube Shorts recently because I'm always like looking at like other people's videos and stuff like that, and I'll see like a band post like as a short, and like I'm thinking I never did that before, so let me try. And I posted my one song "Cling to Me," and it was on the shorts, and within like 5 hours, it went from like 0 to like 1,800 views, and I was like, holy shit! Like I did not realize like this is a tool that I could be using that helps me
Yes.
like engagement and helps me like gain followers, gain fans. Like I didn't realize like a
Yep.
tool like YouTube Shorts was that good.
I have like three different YouTube apps on my phone. You have like the regular YouTube, then you have YouTube Studio, and then you have these other YouTube shit. And a lot of people don't know about this shit. Like I can literally post videos and do a bunch of shit on my phone now. You
Yeah.
also can like edit your own fucking shit on your phone now. Comparably, like you have to use a computer. Now
Hmm.
you can be sitting anywhere and stuff. Like I've seen people like I've been hanging out with during shows, we like creating like band posters and shit, like while watching the show, and I'm like, that's cool.
How do you?
Um,
Yeah. Like I'd be
like
I'd be
I've
like
never,
going nuts over
yeah,
that.
there are people that like use their phone to create music instead of like having their PC. Like, I don't know what movie was that they used the iPhone to film. Fuck, what was it?
Oh.
I think it was the
Ah.
new 28 Days. I think it was the 28 years
Oh
later.
yeah, it was.
No, and Nosferatu. Nosferatu use a new type of camera too. Same thing with Sinners. They have been using like new type of cameras. So like, yes, things are like expensive, but sometimes you have to throw the money into the expensive equipment because times are
Yeah.
changing. Yeah. So sometimes you have to use AI. Sometimes you have to use these tools, especially if you're by yourself. Cause that shit's annoying. Like I didn't even think of half of this shit until recently. Um, and like people also don't want to help each other out. So like if I suck in my episode, fucking tell me, you know? Like how am I
Right.
supposed to know like if something isn't liked or someone doesn't like something I said or I need to change topics if nobody like ever says anything. Like even
No,
other
exactly.
podcasters. Like I've tried to talk to other podcasters and like have them on, but for some reason it's just like I don't know. I don't, either it's because it's the competition or you know how I am about it. I feel like it's a struggle out here for people that do the same stuff, especially photographers. You have like 7 photographers in the the pit now instead of like maybe
Yeah.
2. That's an issue too. Like give like let the photographers who actually are there for the bands, let them do what they need to do, and then if you want to use a hobby, don't be in the way either.
No,
Also, don't
I
treat
agree.
photographers like shit, like especially knocking the shit out of the camera. Like that's actually happened to me, but not by a band. A fan, someone that was like next to me or whatever, and I guess my camera maybe bumped them because I was like up like this, and they smacked my camera out and it fell. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Oh,
So
I would have been so mad.
I mean, good thing it didn't break. I mean, the like the part of the lens cracked, but I was like, God damn it. But shit like that too. We have to support each other, and if you can't support each other, you shouldn't be doing it.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree.
Yeah. I'm probably running out of things to talk about, but we're getting to the end here. Is there anything you want to go over, talk about?
Just that like, um anyone who wants to check out my music, if you guys like it, follow the socials. There's an album in the works There's no official title to it yet. No official date for it. I figure, I don't want to rush things, so I'm just gonna take my time with it. And probably, I'm thinking probably by March, I'll probably release another single, and then by then that will be the time where I'll announce what the album's gonna be called and when it will be released. So besides that, I mean, I really I really don't got much more to say, but to say like thank you for having me on here. I appreciate you talking with me.
Yeah, I like because a lot of people just I don't know. I like having conversations with people that want to talk.
Oh,
'Cause
absolutely.
if I have to hold the whole conversation like the whole like hour and 30 minutes, it's very hard. So knowing this, you sometimes are like, yeah, I'm stressed out, I'm tired, but you know what? I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna do the thing because that's how we roll here. It's a podcast. You're supposed to talk. Um,
Exactly.
and I'm happy you came out here. I've seen your music a couple times, and then Marie, we've been, she's been sending me some stuff, and I keep bringing her up, even though she told me not to. I'm gonna keep doing it anyway because she's a
It's okay.
badass.
I was
Yeah.
gonna bring her up whether she liked it or not.
But she also, as a new artist, she needs the support too. Support
Because
could be
she's also coming out with a song. Um, I'm not gonna say when it's gonna be coming out because I want her to,
yes,
I want her to say it. That's her stuff.
yes,
But I fully support her. I
yeah,
helped her, just produce the song. She wrote it all herself. She's really excited. Even like we were listening to it a little bit before I jumped on here and, listening to the song over and over again. She's starting to get like me, like she'll start listening to it and then
yeah.
she'll keep asking me, am I annoying you yet? And I'll just be like, no, because I want to listen to it too.
Yeah, and like because you're learning how to produce and stuff too, so having other people's work too kind of helps you too. But she also needs to just put it out there, and if someone doesn't like it, oh fucking well,
hmm
like that's
And
the
that's
point
the
of producing, yeah, and putting your shit out.
hmm
It's fear.
and that's the one thing I told her too. I was like, I'm like, cause we were stuck with recording one night with her vocals, and I was telling her like, listen, like I'm learning as I'm going with you.
Hmm.
So like, if something doesn't sound right, let's try it a different way. And if we don't like it, we'll revert back to what it was before. Like it's all about trial and error. It's all about trying things, and if they work, they work, and if not,
Hmm.
then no harm, no foul. We just go back to the drawing board and we think of a new plan or a strategy. And like so far with having her, you know, because with recording with people and experienced producers and engineers and mixers will probably understand this. It's like maybe a lot of the artists won't give their opinion and like won't like or sometimes if you give them like advice or an opinion, maybe they won't take it. So it's like
Yeah,
it's nice to have someone that's very vocal and be like, hey, I don't like my vocals like this, or
yeah,
I don't like the way this sounds in one part. And then like it's nice to have that, so it's like, okay, then now we need to figure out how we can fix this or meet in the middle. And you know, it's a lot, like I said before, a lot of trial and error, but at the end of the day, like I love doing it. I love making music, whether it's my own or helping her or helping
yeah.
someone else out.
Yeah, and that's like how I feel too. Like there's always shit I need to learn. Like I'm not like I've only been doing this for maybe like I've been doing this for 4 years now. But like also when you start a business, the first 7 years are a struggle. You don't
Hmm.
make as much, you don't do as much. And the same thing with like certain music. Like your next song could be way better, or your next song
Yeah.
could be trash, like and it's all about perspective and listening to other people too. Like yeah,
No,
like now
absolutely.
like, especially, like, when she's like, "Oh, I don't know about these vocals," and you're like, "Bro, those vocals are awesome." You know?
Hmm.
Like, having that outside perspective helps too. But sometimes, sometimes you need to stop being so hard on yourself. Just because one song sounds horrible doesn't mean all of them are gonna sound horrible. Just
Oh,
because
absolutely.
one person is really bad doesn't mean every person is really bad, And it just you have to try and not be scared and just go and do it.
No, I
Like,
agree 100%. And that's what I was feeling about Tides. It was like,
yeah,
like I was so nervous about posting it and I was like so worried about how people were gonna like react to it because, like it's the first song I ever sang on, so it's like having that little like scared, like nervous feeling. But and then I had to tell myself, you know what? Just do it. and I just pressed the button, and then it was released. And I was like, if people are gonna like it, that's fine. If not, then that's fine too. I'm not here for, I'm not here for like to persuade everybody to like me, because
Yeah.
not everyone is gonna like you. But like, I'm just here to make music and, share my art. And if people like it, then that's fine. And if people, like I said, if people relate to it, then that's all I care about.
And that's what we need to remind ourselves. We're people, you know. Like I said, sometimes we're gonna suck. Sometimes we're not gonna
Hmm.
suck. You know, some people are gonna like us, some people won't, and we shouldn't take it to heart. We should just do what we want to do based on our happiness too. If
No,
someone's making me
absolutely.
uncomfortable, I'm not going to be around that person, you know, because that's how I feel, because I'm communicating these things. And a lot of people need to start speaking. Like, see something, say something bullshit. Like, hey, I don't like that song. Okay, tell me how to make a better song. Like, you don't like me? Why don't you like me? Have a conversation with me and tell me why.
Hmm.
Like, why does my podcast suck to you? Like, where can I be better? Not because I'm trying to be, you know, rude, but because I can learn something from somebody else, you
No,
know.
I absolutely agree, because I feel like, having those conversations are really important, because, we can't read each other's minds. We
Yes.
don't know I don't know what you're thinking. You don't know what I'm thinking. It's like, having that conversation and getting to the bottom of it, I honestly believe is really important, because, you know, these, like, for example, like two people are going to be like, oh, I don't like that person. Oh yeah, I don't like that person. But why though?
Yeah.
Let's get down to the bottom of why don't you like me? And I'll tell you what my reasons are why I
Yeah.
don't really like you. And then maybe you can understand where I'm coming from, and I'll understand where you're coming from. But until we have that conversation, then nothing will ever change, and things won't get better. And I
So
think
we
that's
just, yeah.
that's the one thing. That's the one thing, like, I feel like the scene needs to understand, is like, we need to have those conversations, and if we don't, then things aren't going to change. Things aren't going to get better, and things are always just going to stay the same.
Yeah.
And you're just going to have people complain and just doing nothing about it. But
And
we
that's
need to
how,
have,
yeah.
even if I'm sorry, I'm sorry,
Keep fucking going, dude. Keep doing
but it's
it.
like,
I like
if it's like
it.
you
Yeah.
just need that one person, even if it's just that one person, just to stand up and speak their mind.
Yes.
Like, just to start, something, like, that's what you need. And I feel like that's what the scene needs to, needs to remind themselves, that, like, this is a safe place, and we need
Yes.
to speak up and need to talk to one another, and at the end of the day, support one another.
Yes. We need to. And because, like, support's gonna feed the bills, you know. Like, I can't pay the bills with just like one person, you know. I have to have those thousands of people, you know. Like, and I mean, yeah, I mean, one person could, you know, help me pay my bills, but like, it starts with one person, but you need an army, a village, a support group, all of those
Yep.
fucking shit to keep going. Like, yeah, fucking, I'll be on my own. I don't fucking need nobody. That attitude is not gonna get you far, you know.
No, no,
um
absolutely not.
and that's important, and we need to start speaking, like you said. We are getting close to the end. Do you want to put in your plugs? Let's put your plugs in so we know where to
Uh,
find you.
you can find me at Instagram. It's Morvane. TikTok, the same handle. It's Morvane. Facebook, Morvane Band. Um, you can find me. You can find me on all streaming platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, um, Amazon, Pandora, all of them. You can find me on there. So, um, whoever's watching, I hope you guys actually get to
Please.
listen to it, and go on my socials and comment and let me know if I sound like shit or if I sound good.
Please do. It helps. Tell me
Yes,
I
please.
sound shitty too. They'll probably be like, well, he held the conversation. Why we need Taylor? Um,
No, no.
but I was happy for you to be here, and I can't wait to see what's next. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow all of it. Tay's Green Life Podcast. I'm about to have a new website. I had to buy a new domain name. It's Tay's
Hell
G
yeah.
Life. Yeah, Tay's G Life because I'm a G. Okay. But yeah, the website is coming, and you'll find more interviews and photos and stuff like that on there. But yeah, best way to find everybody is use all fucking social media. Don't be a fucking like, oh, I'm too lazy. You're not fucking lazy. You can just like it right fucking there.
Yeah.
But it was good to have you, and I hope
Thank you.
everybody.
I really appreciate being here. It was really
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, I had a great time. you go.